Hi everyone, good day. I am Ora Edanza, third year Bachelor of Science in Office Management System, third year. So I am tasked to deliver to you the journal entry assigned to our group. But before that, we need to dissect and dig in the specific transactions happened in that date. So let's begin. On March 1, 2009, Samuel Barbo, a recent medical board top-notcher, started his medical practice. During the month of March, the following transactions were completed. March 1, Barbo invested 42,500 personal funds in a new bank account in the name of Samuel Barbo, MD. So on March 1, there is an initial investment happened in the business in the name of Samuel Barbo, MD. So what are the possible account titles that we need to write on our journal entry? Of course, the 42,500 pesos personal funds. So how are we going to construct it in the account title? So 42,500 pesos in cash. Then another account title is the Samuel Barbo Capital or the Barbo Capital. Then let's go to the journal entry. So this is the journal entry I made a while ago. So we need to record the date, the account title, the debit, and the credit. So let's start. So the date is March 1, 2009. Of course, debit cash. Why we need to debit the cash? Because there's a rule that if the assets is increasing, we need to debit it. And we all know that cash is an asset. So, pila ganito siya? 42,500. So, usa na po atong i-credit. Credit, Barbo Capital. Why? If mo decrease gani ang capital sa usa ka business, ato siyang i-credit. So, pila ganito? 42,500. And last step is to record the transaction. To record initial investment of owner Samuel Barbo. So we need to go to the next transaction. March 2, acquired medical equipment costing 95,000 from Tambilo Medical Equipment Company, paying 15,000 pesos in cash and financing the remainder by issuing an 80,000 note payable. So, nipalit daw ang business og medical equipment nga nagbalor og 95,000 pesos. So, iyarang gibayad sa 95,000 is 15,000 pesos ra. Then, ang remaining balance is under notes payable. So, na siya utang nga 80,000 pesos nga gipaagi niya og notes payable. So, how are we going to write it or to record it in the journal entry? So, first is ang date, March 2, 2009. So, we need to debit medical equipment kay nga naman. Kay medical equipment is an asset. Nag-increase man ang ato ang asset kay napunta man sa ato ang business. So, ato na siyang i-debit. 95,000 and atong i-debit kay ang notes payable kay nga naman. Notes payable is a liability. Kung nag-decrease ang liability, ato siyang i-credit. So, pila man to? 80,000. O, notes payable, 80,000. The next is, napatay usa, credit cash. So, if nangutan na mo nga, ana man ka nga cash is an asset, but nakuhaan man nato ang cash kani bayad man to og 15,000 sa medical equipment. So, nakuhaan tag cash. So, ato siyang i-credit. So, credit cash 15,000. So, na nag-ask nga nganong ano man sila nga ang debit and credit should be equal. So, kana nga transaction is not equal man. No, sayo mo. Equal ra Japon siya kay 95,000. So, 80 plus 15,000 is equal to 95,000. And we need to record it. To record the purchase of medical equipment paid 15,000 in cash and balance under note. So we need to go to the next transaction. March 3, paid rent for the month of March 7,500. So nibayad ko na siya og renta sa bulan sa Marso nga nagbalor og 7,500. So how are we going to record it on the journal entry? So let's go to the date, March 3. So unsa man ato i-debit? Atong i-debit ang rent expense. Kay nga naman, if ang atong rent expense kay nagka-increase, so natin gibayaran nga mga expenses, ato siyang i-debit. So pila ganito? 7,500. So we need to credit cash. Kay nga naman, na-decrease man ato ang cash kay nibayad mata sa mga renta, which is 7,500. So credit cash 7,500, and we need to record it. To record the rent expense. So let's go to the next transaction. March 5. Acquired medical supplies from Suiza Medical Supply Company on amount 15,250. So ni acquired or ni palit kuno ang business og medical supplies nga nagbalor og 15,250. So bayad ta sa ato ang journal entry. The date is March 5. So unsa man atong i-credit ay i-debit. So ang ato i-debit is medical supplies. Kay nga naman, medical supplies is an asset. If mag-increase ato ang asset, meaning ato siyang i-debit. So medical supplies 15,250. So how about ang credit o sa to i-credit? Of course, ato i-credit kay ang accounts payable katong kuan kay mo nabili niya 15,250. So to record medical supplies. So next is the March 7. Received 18,450 in cash from patients for medical services rendered this week. So natay nadawat nga 18,450 sa mga pasyente sa ilahang mga services nga nahimo. So ang account title ani is of course cash kay in cash man, and another account title is service revenue kay na ay service rendered. So back ta sa to ang journal entry. March 7, debit cash kay nakadawat matag cash. So ato ang asset is mo increase, so ato siyang i-debit 18,450. So credit medical revenues kay muna siya ang mga service rendered 18,450, and we need to record it to record the medical revenues. So next transaction is happened on March 9. Paid Pablo Labs for preparing laboratory work on a patient 1,800. So nibayad ko na taog laboratory expense sa patient nga nagbalor og 1,800. So how are we going to record it on the journal entry? So March 9, debit laboratory expense. So what I've said earlier, if mag-increase ang ato ang mga expenses, ato siyang i-debit. So bala siya 1,800. So ang atong i-credit kay ang cash. Kay nga naman, nibayad man ta, so nawala ang ato ang kwarta kay ato mang gibayad. So nagka-decrease ang ato ang cash. So 1,800 Japon to record the laboratory expense. So next is March 12. Paid salaries of medical technician and receptionist 9,600. So nibayad ko to og mga sweldo sa ato ang mga medtech o sa ato ang mga receptionist nga nagbalor og 9,600. So let's go back again to the journal entry. March 12. Salaries, ex-debit, salaries, expense. Kaya nga naman, if mag-increase ang ato ang mga expenses lagi, ato siyang i-debit. Pila ito? 9,600. So, credit, cash kay nibayad na punta sa mga expenses. So ato ang cash is nagka-decrease, ato siyang i-credit. So 9,600. And then another transactions happened on March 15. Billed patients 51,700 for services rendered. So nibayad ko na taog 51,700 sa ilahang mga serbisyo nga gikuan sa tuang business. So let's record it. The record payment of salaries of employees sa March 12. Then March 15, debit accounts receivable kay nakakuha matag kwarta. 51,700. So nauta na mo ngano i-debit ang ato accounts receivable because increase man ang ato ang asset and accounts receivable is an asset man. So credit medical revenues. Kay if mo decrease ang ato ang mga revenues ato siyang i-credit. So 51,700 na siya. Next is to record medical revenues on account. So guys, that could be all, and the part 2 of this discussion is will be discussed by Algen Rose Sereno. Thank you very much and God bless.